got a great night of fighting tonight. A whole lot of great fights lined up for the night, man. But I want to touch on something regarding Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is moving Gervonta Davis in a rather unfavorable way that a lot of us don't approve of. We understand, he's the one that's responsible in guiding Gervonta Davis's career. And a lot of people go by this whole thing where, early on in Floyd's career, he was fighting the best, and he's trying to guide Gervonta Davis in the same direction. The problem is he is not he is not going in the same direction as Floyd Mayweather. Actually, it looks like he's going like rather backwards, and he's jumping him all over the checkers board. And I don't think that's a good idea for it. I don't think it's really good for his career. You're gonna get the fanboys that's gonna come on here and say Floyd knows better than we know. We don't think Floyd's gonna move him the wrong way. Listen, early on in Floyd's career, Floyd was fighting good competition, man. I'm talking about from Chop Chop Curly, um, Diego Corrales. He was fighting real names. He was fighting real names early on in his career. Up to the middle of his career, he was really fighting good folks. Um, I say after Oscar De La Hoya, that's when things kind of skyrocketed for Floyd Mayweather. Gervonta Davis, he has not fought anyone of any notoriety yet. I mean, he fought Gamboa, Pedraza, and I would say Leo Santa Cruz. He hasn't really. He probably got about 3 or 4 names on his resume that's not even really big names or like really important, notable fights like that. Leo Santa Cruz was moved up. Gamboa is already a shot fighter. Pedraza already, he got starched already. Um, so who else is it on his resume that really has a name that he really fought that was really competition for him? And I'd say nobody really, man, none of them. So now, there were talks of Gary Russell, that didn't happen. Then there were talks of Tevin Farmer, and I think, to be honest, a Tank beats Farmer. He more than likely to beat Gary Russell. I think the Gary Russell fight would be a good fight though, but more than likely he probably will end up knocking out Gary Russell. He might be a little too strong for him. Who knows? I would love to see that fight still. I could be wrong about that. Gary might smoke him. Who knows? But I don't think so. It'd probably be a good fight, maybe close competitive fight, more than people think. But he's moving them weird, man, because you got all of these champions. He's moving them around to collect all these fake belts, all of these belts that don't have any real meaning. Mario Barrios is not the top champion in the division at 140. He's a regular champion. He's not the real WBA champion. You know what I'm saying? So the real champions of 140 is Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. That's it. And they have a bout lined up. They're tied up already. And I doubt Floyd will put them in the ring with them. D. Jeff made a point, man. This Mario Barrios fight could be pretty much something that Floyd knows that either Tank can beat him, or they setting it up where Tank is gonna, where Mario Barrios is gonna lose. You know what I mean? So we will have to see, man, because he has all these champions, man, all these champions in front of this dude. Why aren't you trying your best to make those fights happen with Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney? Those are the fights people want to see. Shit, man, even Shakur Stevenson, but we probably will never see the Shakur Stevenson fight with Tank Davis. Even if Shakur moves up, we probably never see that. Reason being, and if we did, it'll be years later, because Shakur's at what? I think he just got into 130. Tank is 135. Now he might be campaigning at 140. He's struggling to make weight at 130, 135. So I think the only time you will see a fight between Shakur Stevenson and Tank would be at if Shakur ever moved up to 140. I think that's the only chance we got to see that fight. But For the life of me, I just can't understand that, man. Where you got all these the real champions at 135. Why are you pulling Tank out of there to fight Mario Barrios? And as I said in one of my other vids, I said maybe it's because his weight. Could he not? Because is he having problems making the weight? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's fought many times at 130, so he shouldn't have a problem really making weight all the time at 135. I already know he missed weight. He missed weight before. I get it. So maybe they know something we don't know. I don't know, but there's good fights at 135, man. At 140, why Barrios was the first option. There's other fighters at 140 that he could fight. Why Barrios? A lot of people believe Floyd deep like he low key doesn't think that Tank Davis has what it takes. That's why he been moving him around, giving him subpar fighters through the 130 and 135 because they don't think Tank can really hang with a lot of the top dudes. But I think Tank is a good fighter, man. I mean, he's a fucking dog. He has a lot of dog in him, man. He has a lot of dog in him. He's an excellent fighter. I think people underrate his IQ as well. His defense is okay. I think he needs to fix a few things with his defense, but he's an overall good fighter, man. He's a great fighter. But why you know what I mean? Why is what's all of the checkerboard and jumping around the board? I don't know. I don't understand it. Maybe like I said, the only other explanation besides him not making weight is because they just don't think that he can mess with any top tier comp at 135. And then shit, well, so then what does Floyd think? He could hang with Ramirez or Josh Taylor? Is Mario Barrios is he a litmus test for 140? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. Let me know what you think. Do you approve of the way Floyd Mayweather is moving Tank Davis? Is it bad for his career, or is it good for his career? Let me know. Drop a comment. I will catch y'all later on the next vid. Peace.